Alright guys, Ramsey Campbell, Parasite. Now, I am saying goodbye to one of my favorite bookstores. Not one of my favorite, it's my favorite bookstore. I think it's the best bookstore I've ever been to. Not the biggest, but it's the best. They have a kind of a rare book section. If you ask, they'll let you buy. And this book kind of stood out to me on the shelves when I was going through there. I hadn't read it. I've read some Ramsey Campbell, a lot of short stories, and the guy writes some of the best short stories on the planet. And then he also writes some that are just so doggedly boring that they're just not for everybody. But some of them really are. So in this case, I saw this book. I opened it, looked at it a little bit. I thought, you know, I'm about to say goodbye to this bookstore. This is Delirium Books, one of their Ultra series. These are pretty rare. So I came home, I looked around online, I couldn't find any copies of it, and I thought, you know, let me just check this out. Just be maybe a final purchase from this bookstore. Let me read this ebook and see. So I looked online, found it on Amazon, I read a couple of reviews of it, and they're mixed. People say that it's slow, and this is just something that happens with Ramsey Campbell. People call him a slow writer, and I've experienced that in some of his short stories. He can be pretty almost painfully slow sometimes. Anyway, those are some of the reviews, some of the comments that I read in the reviews, and I bought this and thought, well, what the hell, let me give it a shot, and kept that in mind. This is an occult story, and it is not slow. In fact, it's really intense. The parts that people were calling slow is really just this girl coming to grips with this extremely scary power that is developing within her, and it's just scaring the hell out of her. And that's what actually makes this so good. So maybe it's just one of those ones that's not for everybody. I didn't find this slow at all. I went through about 1/3 of the book, jumped out of my chair, and drove to the bookstore really quickly. This was a couple days after I'd first seen the book, to get it right away. I didn't want to wait anymore in case somebody picked this up. That's how good this book is. This thing is really, really good. Anyway, as far as the edition goes, like I said, Delirium Books is part of their Ultra series. There's only 26 of each of these, based just a normal kind of lettered edition. This is a leather-bound tray case, and it is a leather-bound book. It's actually really nice leather that they use here. Very thick, rich leather. It's actually a pretty sizable book itself, too. I think it's a little over 100,000 words. There's a signature page. I'm not Brett. But yeah, anyway, that's the signature page, and that's really about all the extras that are in here. You've got text that's large font, extends to the ends of the pages. You can see that the book isn't, you know, it's not very wide, so it's for the amount of text that's in here, they do need to, you know, they need to kind of cram it a little bit, but it's still it's large enough. This is going to be a really easy read for people, and it's just fabulously bound. It feels wonderful. I love this type of leather. Not too many people use high quality leather like this. So also the tray case has not sure how well this is going to show up. Just kind of a felt padding, keep the book in good condition. So same leather for the tray cases on the book. Set Press does this a lot too. But just a fantastic, rich, luxurious leather. This is the only Delirium Books Ultra that I have, and I do have some of the regular limited editions, which are also really nice. But this is kind of a treasure. I was super happy to get this. So happy I found it at this bookstore. You guys, I really think you should read this. Read the review and see if it's something for you. But like I said, a lot of people call it slow. I didn't find it slow at all. I just found it rich. A rich developing terror that this girl has, and if you follow along with her, I think you're going to feel it too. Heavy occult. I mean, this is all occult. It's all about astral projection. So when you look at some of the things that you might see if you're out of your body, and and experiencing a kind of a whole new dimension, it's going to be scary, and this book does an excellent job of representing that. So this is a very highly recommended book. Ramsey Campbell. At least check out the ebook. You're not going to find an ultra. Most likely you're not going to find one of these. But check out that ebook. It's about $4. This is really highly recommended stuff, especially for anybody who likes occult fiction. They don't really get a whole lot better than this for in the occult world. So highly recommended stuff.